Hi guys, Amber here. Time for Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, March 24th. Although it's not really, but we like to pretend anyway because Amber lives in the land of make-believe. It's been a very busy week around my house, and I did get some time for crafting, but not as much as I would have liked. So I'm not going to show you any Project of Doom today because I'll save those for next week when I have more to show you. I did get my block 11 done. I did not get my mom's block 11 done, and so I still need to do that. And yeah, so I'll show those to you guys next week. Then before we get to, I have two things I really want to talk about today. So before I get to the one that's going to take longer, I'll do this one really quick. Right before I left for Nashville, which is where I've spent most of the week, I got a package in the mail from Shannon, also known as Rock Creek Quilts, and she was sending back my As You Wish quilt, and it's a rather large quilt. I've forgotten how big it is. But I spent a good majority of my downtime this weekend sewing the border binding to the back. But I just want to show you what she did in the borders. These little cute heart-shaped leaves. And then for the rest of it, she just did Stitch in the Ditch. And then she did some X's just in the major open sections, and it looks fabulous. Shannon did an absolutely fabulous job. I'm so pleased with it, and I'm so happy to have yet another quilt home. I don't know how much I'll use this one, simply because it's got a lot of embroidery on it, and I'm afraid of messing that up because I don't really know how to fix it once I do. Excuse me, it's like 1 a.m. here, and it's just been a crazy few days. We drove down to Nashville on Friday, and we drove back on Monday. It's about an 8-hour trip, and we went in a tiny car. And Nashville is very scary to drive in. They have some of their major roads under construction, and people don't stop when there's construction, and they don't slow down when there's construction. And I'm convinced that the people who work for the Tennessee Department of Transportation don't know how to properly fix things so that when they have to merge lanes, it's easy to do, because it was very, very scary. I told my mom she owes me not one but two very big cookies. I think the phrase I used was "big damn cookie" each time, and I have not received them yet, but I'm sure I will get one soon. So, yeah, we went down to Nashville to see my sister and her girlfriend who lived down there, and one of the things we said we wanted to visit when we were down there was visit this place we went to the last time we went to visit them, and that's a place called Stitcher's Garden in Franklin, Tennessee, which is about half-hour south of Nashville proper. So we went there, and this place is very overwhelming if you're not used to fabric shops. It has very little organization for how much fabric it has, and it can be so overwhelming. And there's like no seeming rhyme or reason to how things are put away, and you're kind of feeling your way around, and so it's a bit scary. But having been there before, I kind of knew what I was looking for. So first things first, I picked up 4 fat quarters for the fat quarter lottery. So as you can see, lots of stars, lots of sparkles, and some owls. I thought these were a lot of fun, so I got those. And I did not see this. My mom actually found it, and so I bought it because I'm sure I'll come up with something. And Lord help me if somebody in Phantom and Stitches decides to do a dinosaur themed blanket. I think we're going to be in a lot of trouble if that's the case. But it's this cute dinosaur print. We only got a fat quarter of it because I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. In fact, I can honestly say I think I still have fat quarters, and I know I have yardage from the last time I went, which was a year and a half ago. So, there's that. Then, one of the fabrics I found, we ended up purchasing yardage for because it's going to be my mom's backing fabric, and that's this fabric called Night Owls by Judy Hansen for Paintbrush Studios. It says right there on the selvage. There's part of it anyway. But I actually saw this initially in this black, and I thought that would make a great backing. But my mom didn't necessarily want black, and when I mentioned I had seen the blue, she wanted the blue instead. So we got her that. Then I did manage to find some fairy frost there. They had about 20 bolts that I found, and I had probably 7 or 8 of them already, colors that they had, and then a lot of them that they had were pastels, and I'm not big into pastels. So, but I did get a few things. I got this purple on white. My mom's favorite color is purple, so I tend to buy purple when I'm buying stuff. And this gold on black. And this dark purple, which I may have a similar one, but I wasn't sure, so I got that. Then I got this orangey yellow, which, I don't know, I was just drawn to it, and I'm not usually drawn to yellows, but I really like orange, so. And then this one, which I believe said it was black, but to be honest, I'm looking at it, I'm like, I've used black before. This is more of a purple or a navy, but I'm pretty sure I have navy too, and I don't think this matches, so I'm not quite sure what it is, but I'm sure I'll find a use for it. Then I found some of this, which is rock candy, which my understanding is that it's actually been discontinued, but every once in a while I find it at various places, so I've picked up a bit here and there, mostly because I got some purple and I got some aqua for my birthday last year, and then I managed to pick up some silver somewhere along the way. But this has purples and greens to it, so I'll probably end up using it for something for my mom. Then I found this, which is blue with stars on it. It almost looks like stone sequins, but they're not. They're actually just painted on there. And I got this fabric, which has lightning strikes in it, so I thought that would be something fun for my mom's quilt. And then I found this, which I know the camera's not going to do it justice, but it actually has like purples and reds and golds and everything. So then I had asked them about if they had any Northcott Stonehenge, and they said, oh yeah, we might have some on the color wall, or we might have some there. And so I kind of went looking in both places they suggested and didn't find a lot. On the color wall, I didn't see any that stuck out to me. And I want to say on the, they told me to look back in the Americana section, which was basically all red, white, and blue fabrics. And I found like maybe 2, but they were either 2 that I had or 2 that I didn't want. So I was a little bummed until I went up towards the front and I saw that they had this Christmas section. And so I found all 9 of these bolts in the Christmas section, even though not all of them are Christmassy. But I got a blue with silver on it, which I want to say Crystal sent me some of this one time that she had just a remnant of, and she knows I like sparkly. And so I was very pleased to find more of it. And then some red with gold, some green with gold, some light blue with silver, and then I found these three, which I think I've seen online, but I'm not sure. But I got red stripes, green stripes, and blue stripes, and they're all Northcott Stonehenge. I want to say these are like winter lines or something like that. See if I got any salvage here that I can tell you for sure. Yeah, I managed to get the parts that don't have any salvage on them. They're Stonehenge Starry Night, that's what they are. And then I managed to find these two stars fabric from the same line. So I was very pleased with what I found and what I spent. I kind of walked in and said I don't have a budget because I had been saving my money for this trip. So that was fun. So I think that's it. I actually filmed 2 videos today, figuring that I talked too long in the first one, and I actually talked longer on the second one, but I like this video better. So I'm going to cut it off now because we're already at 11.5 minutes, and I need to get this edited and uploaded, and I will talk to you guys next week when I will have some catch-up stuff from Project to Doom, and hopefully some other things to show you. So I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.